Hello, welcome to Fighting Fantasy Friday. We've had a few videos in this series so far, but one of the things we haven't done is actually play a game of Fighting Fantasy. So what I thought we'd do is have a go at the games. I think I'm going to go through all of them in order, kind of. I thought about how I was going to do this. I just have the book in front of me and sort of camera front of the book, and then I remembered that Tin Man Games do them digitally, so we're going to go digitally with them. So I'm going to move my microphone in front of me a bit. Sorry about that if it's made a noise. Yeah, so I've got it set up. So we're going to start with Warlock of Firetop Mountain, which I've got here. As you can see, they do Citadel Chaos, House of Hell. Let's try them. And so forth. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to figure out where the scroll bar is, but try the champions, Forest of Doom. So we're going to go through, do them in order of what they've got. So let's have a quick look. So we've got 1, 2, and do 3. No book 4 yet here. So I forget what book 4 is. If it's one of the fancy ones, we don't have to worry about it. 5, 6. We got 6, and we'll skip a few. Yes, we're going to do it. So I bought Warlock of Firetop Mountain. So update something. Well, apparently I'm going to get back to you when I've done the update. Actually, I didn't need to stop recording because that was really quick and didn't do anything. So, ooh, let's play. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain is a fighting fancy game book. Enjoy this, just all the blurb. We don't need to read this. Tell you what I would like. These digital versions are really cheap. What I wouldn't mind though is if they did a sort of deluxe version where it's all read to you. Let's just see if I can adjust my screen here. Hang on, so you can't really see the words yet. So hold on. Okay, that looks a bit better. You can have a black border at the top and bottom, but ho hum. Adventurer, do this. Chosen the adventurer difficulty. Ugh, don't know what that even means. So let's roll for stamina. Well, okay, it's not too bad. We rolled 5. That's 12. 17. That could be a lot better. Roll for skill. 10. I always have a 10 of skill when I play these on average, so don't mind that. Normally my luck's around 10 or 11. Oh, and now it's 7. We choose which potion to take. It's going to be fortune because my luck's quite low. Or skill. I'm going to pick skill. Yeah. Okay. You begin your adventure with a sword and shield. Yeah, this is still all just. It's just rules. I'm sure we all know how to play it by now. Let's do this. Only a foolhardy adventurer would embark upon such a perilous quest without first finding out as much as possible about the mountain and its treasures. Before your arrival at the foot of Firetop Mountain, you spend several days with the humble townsfolk of a village some 2 days' journey from the base. Being a likeable sort of person, you found it easy to get on with the locals. They told many stories about the mysterious Warlock Sanctuary, and you could not feel sure that all, or indeed any, of these were based upon fact. The villagers had seen many adventurers pass through their way onto the mountain, but very few ever returned. The journey ahead was extremely dangerous, that you know for certain. Yep. Of those who returned to the village, none contemplated going back to the Firetop Mountain. There seemed to be some truth in the rumour that the Warlock's treasure was stored in a magnificent chest with 2 locks, and the keys to these locks were guarded by various creatures within the dungeons. The Warlock himself was a sorcerer of great power. Some described him as old, others as young. Some said his power come from an enchanted deck of cards, others from the silky black gloves that he wore. The entrance to the mount was guarded by a pack of warty-faced goblins, stupid creatures fond of their food and drink. Towards the inner chamber, the creatures become more fearsome. To reach the inner chambers, you would have to cross a river. The ferry service was regular, but the ferryman enjoyed good barter, and so you could save a piece of gold for the trip. Yep. The locals will also encourage you to keep a good map of your wanderings, for without the map you would end up hopelessly lost within the mountain. When you finally come to your day of leaving, the whole village returns to wish you a safe journey. Tears come from the eyes of many villagers, young and old alike. You couldn't help wondering whether there were tears of sorrow shed by the eyes which you would never see again. Yeah, well, here's my notebook, right? And in here are various, you can see this, maps for books I played. So that's looks like City of Thieves. That's the first one here I don't have a map for, so I don't know if that could be it. But I don't have the map for Warlock of Firetop Mountain, even though I played it a while back, so I was gonna, not necessarily cheat, but use this for reference. So, ho hum. Yeah. So, what I do have though is I'm going to use this to use my do my own new map with. I feel sort of makes sense, I guess. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'll do. Find a blank page. Unless when I played it, so I remember playing it not that long ago. Unless when I played it, I was so familiar with it that I felt I didn't need a map. So now the pressure's on to me to find a blank page now. Do it without a map. So here we go. Blank page. Quill. Everyone needs a quill for such an adventure. So I shall be mapping down now. At last, your 2-day hike is over. You unsheath your sword, lay it on the ground, and sigh with relief as you lower yourself down onto the mossy rocks and sit for a moment's rest. You stretch, rub your eyes, and finally look at the mountain, Firetop Mountain. The very mountain itself looks menacing. The steep face of its front of you looks to have been savaged by the claws of some gargantuan beast. Can we... Is there a way to... in the options? Yeah, because I want to do this every so often. I'm going to play it in old picture. Visuals, retro mode, yeah, so I just want to... Classic. Oh no, that looks good. Colour. Let's have a... Ooh, that's colour. Cool. What else is there? Classic. So yeah, what I'll probably be doing is flipping over to this and just seeing it in colour. Although the colour isn't too bad. I don't mind the colour actually. That just looks like it's colourised version of the classic. I might leave it in colour because in the other books, they sort of actually changed the art. They had new art, old art. Oh no, I've got to have retro mode on. That's nice of you. So I might leave it in colour and flip back to the pencil art just to let you see it in its original sort of ness. Anyway, at the top of the mountain, you can see some. You can see the eerie red colouring, probably some savage vegetation, which has given the mountain its name. Perhaps no one will ever know exactly what grows there, as climbing the peak must surely be impossible. Your quest lies ahead of you. Across the clearing is a dark cave entrance. You pick up your sword, get to your feet, and consider what dangers lie ahead of you. With determination, you thrust your sword home into its scabbard and approach the cave. You peer into gloom to see a slimy wall with pools of water on the stone floor in front of you. The air is cold and dank. You light your lantern and step wearily into the blackness. Cobwebs brush your face and you hear the scurrying of tiny feet, rats most likely. You set off into the cave. After a few moments you arrive at a junction. You turn west, 71, east, 278. I'm going to go west. Excuse me, I should have got a glass of water with all this reading. Yes, let's go west. There is a right hand turn to the north in the passage. Cautiously you approach a sentry post on the corner, and as you look in you see a strange goblin-like creature in leather armour asleep at his post. You try to tiptoe past him, test your luck. It's going to be bad. It's bad. Sadly your luck has run out. He's going, oh well. I am unlucky. Probably going to have to fight him, aren't I? Yep. You step with a crunch on some loose ground. I'm going to quickly make a note. That's an orc sentry on my little new map. And his eyes flick open. The creature has just awakened. Is an orc. He scrambles to his feet and turns to grasp at a rope which is pulling an alarm bell. You must attack him quickly. Oh, I didn't want the alarm. Okay, let's fight him. Let's have a fight. I didn't do the picture, did I? Oh well. Okay, you must fight. It's quite cool. It's still new, isn't it? Oh, I get 2. Excellent. We're doing well. Yeah, that's more like it. Snake eyes for the enemy. What's his stamina? 3 left. That looks good. That's got to be me. Yeah. Kicking his bum now. Oh. Ooh, draw. Oh yeah, that's me just done him. Oh, there's the camera. I'm used to camera being elsewhere. 301. That was fun. To your left, on the west face of the passage, there is a rough-cut wooden door. You listen to the door and hear a rasping sound, maybe some sort of creature snoring. That's west. Do you want to open the door? 82. Continue northwards, 208. Okay, 82. Let's have a little look in. The door opens to reveal a small, smelly room. In the centre of the room is a rickety wooden table on which stands a lit candle. Underneath the table is a small wooden box. A sleepy straw mattress in the far corner of the room is a short, stocky creature with an ugly, warty face. Some sort of creature that's found asleep. The same sort of creature you found asleep at Sentry Post, only an orc, so if you disturb him, we'll just give him a good pasting. He must be the guard for the night watch. You can either return to the corridor, go to 208, or creep into the room and take the box without waking the creature. Yes, we will. Test your luck. Oh dear. Yay! You're lucky you don't wake him up. You leave the room and open the box patch. You can find a single piece of gold and a small mouse. Perhaps it must be the creature's pet. You keep the coin and release the mouse. Scurries off down the passageway. You gain 2 luck points. That's cool, so we're back to our starting luck now. Further up the passage, you see another door and listen to it, but hear nothing. Do you want to try opening the door? So I'm going to do this, and box, mouse, coin. Probably need the coin for the with the boatman, so that's good, as it said. 397 is another door, or you can continue northwards. So I'm just going to go in every room, I think. What's the worst that can happen, eh? The door opens to reveal a small room with a stone floor and dirty walls. There is a stale smell in the air. In the centre of the room is a makeshift wooden table on which is standing a lit candle. Under the table is a small box. In the far corner is a straw mattress. You either open the box or leave the room. Open the box! Uh-oh. It's a snake! I can fight a snake. Right, so I'm going to make a note on my map that there's a snake. Just so you know, that is how my map's going. Hope you can see that. Going well. I've done a few. Snake darts out to bite your wrist. You must fight. We can kill a snake, surely. Yeah, look at that. I can smash him. Dead. Dead. The box has fallen to the ground during your fight with the snake, and out of it has fallen a bronze-coloured key. Yeah. Make a note of that, just in case we have to run through this quickly if I die. 99 carved on it. P99. take the key and you gain 1 luck. When it says you gain... No, damn it. You never go above your starting value, but sometimes it says add luck and sometimes it's gain luck. Ho-hum. Anyway, further up the passage, on the west wall you see another similar door. You listen to it and grimaced to hear the worst singing you've ever heard in your life. Oh my goodness. So, do you want to go in the room and investigate the hideous din? 370? Or walk up the passage? 42. Oh, we've got to see what the singing's all about. That's 2 of them. Okay, how do I get rid of... Oh, there we go. The door opens to reveal a small room. The room is dirty and unkept. A straw mattress lies in the corner. In the centre of the room is a wooden table on which a candle burns, lighting the room with its flickering flame. A small box rests under the table. Seated around the table are 2 small creatures with warty skin dressed in leather armour. They are drinking some sort of grog, and by the way they stagger to their feet on your arrival, you assume they are very drunk. Let's have a look at the original artwork. That looks without being colour. There's not a lot of difference in it. I'm actually really impressed. It's colour work. It's like exactly like the old art, but coloured in. So I appreciate that. When I did Hell House for Halloween month last year, the new art just didn't impress me. So I preferred the old sort of style. If draw his sword and leap attack him, I'm playing this as a hardened adventure. We can't let evil live, so we're going to attack him. The 2 drunken orcs now face are obviously startled by your entrance. As quickly as they are able, they fumble for their weapons. You attack them 1 at a turn. The drunkenness knows you add 1 point to his skill during this battle. Excellent. Let's do this. We must fight. Yeah. Yeah. My stamina's well high. It's 1 dead. 2nd orc. He's only 5. Yeah. What? What happened there? I actually don't know what happened there. Those dice re-rolled? I got confused then. Someone knows what happened then, let me know. Is there a new gimmick in the game where I can re-roll dice and do it only once and I've wasted it? Oh well. Killed them. You wipe your bloody sword on the mattress. The green blood leaves a slimy stain on the straw. Stepping over the body towards the table, you flinch at the foul stench of the creatures. You pick up a box from under the table and examine it. In a small wooden box with crude hinges, the name Farago di Mayago is inscribed on the brass nameplate on the lid. When I wish to open the box? Yes, if I thought the other things. Oh, the box contains a small leather-bound book entitled The Making and Casting of Dragonfire. Fortunately, it is written in your own language and thus properly unintelligible to the orcs. Otherwise, his treasure would certainly not have been loosely guided. Oh, you can actually read it. And so, you who hold this book, you have my life's work in your hands. The power of destruction is yours if you wish it. Do not waste it. Unless you use the spell for the purpose for which it's intended, you shall be consumed by evil itself and die by the fire from your own hands. Remember, only when the dragon breathes its fire, and you should raise your arms and say... I'm going to write this down as quick, because I don't know... What's this? It might give me an option of what to say and have different options and ref DiMaggio. So what's this called? Dragonfire. Spell. The book is written in tiny handwriting by Farago DiMaggio. He tells the story of his life's work, creation of the Dragonfire spell, which was crafted to fight evil dragons. You read how in his last years, Farago finally perfected his spell, but then he was too old to make use of it. So he completed his book, locked in a chest and hid in the depths of Firetop Mountain, afraid of what might happen were it to finally fall in the wrong hands. The last page reads, and yeah, we've read this because I've read it from the actual art. Yeah. You say these words slowly and softly. The page suddenly seems to glow. The glow disappears and the words from the page fade from it. You repeat yourself and memorise it and leave the room. Well, I've written it down, so hopefully that shouldn't be too bad. You eventually arrive at the end of a junction, at a freeway junction. You may turn west. So we go to 257. Or we turn east and go to 113. Alright, so how do we want to do this, guys? I know each video I want to be about half hour, but we can put a bookmark here so we can, if we die, we come back to this point. Or we can play through the whole game again. Now I feel that may be boring for people watching because it could take multiple attempts. So I'm going to put a bookmark here. Place bookmark. Cool. So I'm just on my map. I'm going to write a little BM for bookmark. So I feel if we die, we'll just jump back to this point. I think that makes sense rather than playing through it all over again. But I feel west has served me well. I've been going west a lot through the west, well, north and then west into the door. So go west. As you run straight for several meters and it ends at a wooden door, you listen to the door and hear angry shouting within. Will you investigate? Turn to 168. Or turn back to 293. Let's investigate. Oh, blimey. You open the door into a large room, and a large chair behind a solid looking table suggests that someone or something of rank uses this room. The chest in the centre catches your eye. Yeah, I'm a treasure hunter. Fortune and fame. In the centre of the room stands a man-sized creature with a warty face. Standing over a smaller creature of a similar race, with a whip in his hand, the orc chieftain has been beating his servant, who is whimpering beneath him. Attack them both. Sprinkle chin. Hope his servant will aid you. That. As you sprint the chieftain, his servant raises to his feet, picks up a wooden stick and joins the mare. But to your disappointment, he attacks you. Ungrateful wench. Oh well. Continue fighting. No, yeah, fight him. Sod it. I'm well hard. Orc rush join battle commences. I don't do orcs. Ooh, just right to orcs. And this chieftain, these little wimpy dude's going to be well wimpy. Yeah, look at that. You should have helped me, mate. I would have let you live. Now you die. Oh! Alright, we're not having that. How dare he get a... He got a cheap shot in at me. The green blood of the dead orcs smells foul as it seeps from their bodies. You happy now? I would have let you live, little servant. I would have felt sorry for you. You step around the corpses and investigate the chest. It is a sturdy affair made of strong oak and iron is firmly locked. Do you wish to smash the lock with your sword? Yeah, I'm not counting 293 yet until we've... The lock was obviously inadequate. It flies off and lands on the floor several meters away. You lift up the heavy lid and your eyes widen and you see some gold sheen coming within. But a number of gold pieces inside. In one corner lies a small black bottle with a tight glass stopper containing liquid of some kind. Also in the chest is a silky black glove, but as you're admiring the treasure you hear a soft click and wince in pain as a dart shoots forward into your stomach. To determine the potency affecting you must roll one die. Ugh. Can't be doing it. Lose 2 stamina. You're still alive. Yeah, but I'm kind of wounded. You stink to the floor. Pull out the dart and decide to bandage the wound. It gives you some relief, but you're still weak. You decide to take and examine contents of the chest. 25 gold pieces. Label on the bottle shows that there's a potion of invisibility, good for 1 dose. The glove is a mystery. Put all of these into your haversack and leave the room. So where is... Oh, I'll tell you what I've just noticed, lads. One, we got this. Alright, and that's cool. I'll put that there like that. We've got a little map here. Look at this. I've never noticed this. This is great. These are sort of better than the versions I've played before. Cave entrance, goblin sentry, dark room, small room, drunken orcs, Chieftain. Yeah, like that. Back. Doing that little map. I'm still doing my map. My map makes sort of more sense to me than that. But yeah, that's cool. So we've got all the. I don't need to write stuff. Well, I do need to write down that spell. Isn't really there. So I'm writing stuff down. As you arrive back at the junction, head towards the passage and return eastward. So that was. What are we getting that? Gold, glove, potion, invisibility, and we're going back to 113. So that was worth it, wasn't it? You arrive at a junction and passage. You can either go northwards 285 or continue eastwards. Turn to 78. I think eastwards for now. Should we put a bookmark here? I'm getting to it. Now let's see. I'll say we've got about 7 minutes left. And I'll put a bookmark at the end of this. So yeah, let's carry on. Let's go eastwards. The passage ends at a solid wooden door with metal hinges. Listen at the door, you hear strange mutterings and the clatter of what could be pots and pans. Whatever is in there are several of them. Do you want to go through the door? 159. I'll go back. No, let's go to 1 for this. Do it. What's going to be in there? You open the door into a large room, which can only be a dining room for the same watery foul creatures you now recognise. Sitting around the table are 5 orcs busy drinking and dribbling their bowls of rat gizzard soup, all involved in a rowdy argument who will get to chew the rat bones left in the large soup cauldron. They don't see you enter. You may be bold and proud to attack them. I kind of want to attack them, really. Yeah, let's attack them. Jesus. This could be painful. This could be the worst mistake I've done in my life. Apart from all the other much worse mistakes I've made in my life. Nah, that's good. Go on. Ooh, okay. It's one down. Second orc. I think my sword's... Oh, no one wants to see that. But I still do him. Okay. Yeah. No! What am I doing? Is it when I click it? Am I sort of slightly cheating? I apologise if I am. I don't mean to. So if I... See? That didn't happen that time. I'm not badly wounded. I'll have to try and eat something in a minute. Do I have provisions in this? I'll wait till I'm lower and use my potion. Bloody hell. Okay, 5th orc. Lucky he's unskillful. I'm saying that. Did quite well. Ooh. Okay. Triumphant. I'll make a note. There's 5 orcs in here. Right, what's here? There better be something good. You were proud of your victory and gained 1 skill point and 5 stamina points. Yes. Back to 12. That's right. I can cope with that. You search the bodies of dead orcs but find only a few teeth, nails, bones, knives in their pockets. Search cupboards around the room but only find crude bowls, plates, and spoons. Underneath the serving hatch you find a tiny leather case, half a metre long. You may open the case. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, this looks good. Give it that for now. This looks very good. The case opens easily and inside you find a magnificent bow and 1 silver arrow. The inscription reads, but I'm going to make a note, bow, silver arrow, the giver of sleep to those who never can. That sounds ominous. Yeah, so in English reads, the giver of sleep to those who can. You put the bow arrow in the case and leave the room and add 1 luck point. See, add or gain. This will actually explain a lifelong thing for me. Right, so nope, add and game mean exactly the same thing. Please view discovery. You may continue quest. You swiftly move down the passage and arrive back at the junction. Go northwards this time. Cool. Map that. We're going north. Glad I went that way. You see a well-used door on the right-hand side of the passage. Put your ear to the keyhole and listen. You hear a man screaming for help inside. I'm blatantly going to save him. You may open the door or walk past and ignore the screams. Turn to 314 or 213. We're blatantly going to help him. I am a hero. Door is locked. Must use skill to charge it down. Roll 2 dice. Do this. Yeah, pass skill check. That's good. Oh, bloody hell. Let's join in. I haven't done this for a while. No, not map. Let's have a look at the maps here. Let's have a look quickly. No, not bookmarks. Settings. So let's have a look at how it looks. See how it looked originally. I actually really do like the coloured version. It's great. Let's have a look at the map. So we're so we're. Well, it said east. That's really weird because it said we went east, but that's south. I don't understand. This map makes no sense to me. The lock bursts open and a nauseating stench fills your nostrils. Inside the room, the floor is covered with bones, rotting vegetation, and slime. A wild-haired old man, clothed in rags, rushes at you, screaming. His beard is long and grey. He is waving an old wooden chair leg. Is he simply insane as he appears, or has this been some kind of trap? You may either shout at him to try and calm down if all your sword chat. I'm going to shout at him. He's probably going to get a free attack at me if he is bad. You shout, "You are freed, old man," at the top of your voice. Instantly his ranting ceases. He stops dead in his tracks and sinks to the floor, weeping loudly. And put a note in there. There's old man in this room. He gradually composes himself and thanks you many times. You talk with him in the hope of discovering some of the secrets of the mountain. He begins to tell his story. Many years ago, he was an adventurer like you until he took an arrow to the knee in search of the Warlock's treasure. He was captured by the orcs and thrown into this solitary cell as some sort of pet for the creatures. You ask whether he would like to accompany you into the mountain. He simply wants to leave and see the world again. Can't blame him, to be fair. You ask him for advice and he says he knows little. He advises you to pay your respects to the boatman and tells you must pull the right hand lever. Right hand lever. On the wall ahead to open the iron gate at the end of the passage. To open iron gate. Iron gate. Quill of writing. He has also learnt that the keys to the boathouse are guarded by a man and his dog. Keys guarded. I can't read my own handwriting. Guarded by man and a dog. He shakes your hand, moves still, and separates you. Gain 1 luck point, but I don't know, do I? It just stays at 7. Turn to 314. Right, so we're getting near the end, so I think we'll read this. I'll make some notes down here. Further up the passage, you see a door on the east wall. You listen hard and hear no sound. Do you want to open the door and investigate? So the east door is 2, 2, 3. We're going to walk further up the passage, which is going north 300. So I think what we'll do is we'll put a bookmark here. Just can we only I want to delete that old other one now. No, this one. Ugh. We can only have certain bookmarks. That'll be awkward. I'll see if we can delete some. Yeah, but we're going to leave it here because I want these to be about roughly half hour a piece. So, and we'll come back to this and hopefully we'll remember where we are. But yeah, That's it. I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully next time I'll try and be a bit more animated with my reading. I don't generally like reading out loud. You've probably seen that if you've watched any of my other videos on the channel. But yeah, Tin Man Games, if you watch this, I know you probably won't, but can we have some deluxe versions where I wouldn't mind paying like a tenner for a deluxe version of a game where it's got some sort of narrator reading it to you? That would be cool. That would be cool. Anyway, if you haven't already, please like this video and share it around places, especially to places I may not be aware of in the sort of fighting fantasy community, to make people aware of it. That'd be great. Have a little subscribe to the channel as well. That would be awesome. That would be great. So until next time, guys, take care.